Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining me today at Juanette's Crafting Corner on my Quick Tip Thursday. These are the people that commented on my last videos, and Lynn, she's got a couple of Wheaton puppies. Lynn is a new subby. Over here, Carol, she wrote something that was absolutely so heartwarming. She wrote, "Your video was so enlightening." And this was the one video I did where I organized, how do I organize myself when I start a new journal? Anyway, she wrote, "Your video was so enlightening. I could have listened and learned for hours. When do you decide what your backing papers will be for each page? Do you print out the entire kit, then go back and pick your backer pages? Please, please continue with videos like this. I have never seen videos like this." And Carol, I'm trying to think how I do it. I don't believe I print out the entire kit first. I may print out 5 or 6 pages, and then I look at other pages to see if I have backing pages to go with them or if there's matching ones. I look at the colors. It sometimes takes an entire day just to print pages out for them to look the way I like them to look. But anyway, let's get on to this Quick Tip Thursday. Oh, and before I forget, one more thing. So as I was going through comments, sometimes people's comments come up on my notification bar, but then sometimes I have to go to my dashboard on my YouTube channel, then scroll down, click on comments, and there may be a dozen comments there that I haven't answered or acknowledged. And I try to acknowledge every single person's comment, because if you're going to take the time to comment on my video, then I appreciate that so much that I want to comment back to you. So if it's a month before I get back to you, it's because I didn't see your comment. I had to remember to go back to my dashboard, click on the comment section, and then there's a whole series that'll say comments that you haven't responded to. So I apologize if there is a delay in me commenting back to you. In today's Quick Tip Thursday, let's change up some postcards. Here is my collection of postcards, and some of them are actually quite hideous, but I don't have the heart to throw them away. Here, this is boarding house table manners. If you are cross-eyed, always close your eyes and point with one finger when calling for anything on the table. They may not know what you're looking for. I mean, just crazy. This isn't bad, but it's a birthday greeting one, and I wouldn't necessarily put that one in as a journal card. But yeah, just some of them, and I don't dare get rid of them because, well, we hardly get rid of anything, do we? But we can sure change them to make them better. Now, I have added some postcards into my Etsy store, and I want to show you the backs of them because it's the backs that you'll use to write on, but you can decorate the front any way you want. So I want to show you what they look like in the digital kit, and you will only be getting the backs because you will decorate the front the way you would like to. Some of these have a lot of ornate scrolls and what have you around the wording. Isn't that beautiful? And so these will be beautiful journal cards. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Such a lovely blue color. This one is from Germany. This one is from Germany, and look at how pretty that back is. It's embossed. Oh, this was the other side of that one. This one's German. And this one has some embossing on it also. Here are the 3 postcards I've decided to work with. Beautiful back, but look at that front. Ugh. And this one, again, gorgeous back. Now this one, the front is good, but it's talking about your birthday. I like the background, the beautiful green, but I'm going to cover up this. So let's start by covering them with some papers. And I've got a couple of papers since I'm working on my Medieval Mirage journal. I think I'm going to use some of her parchment pages to cover this one first. So I need to add glue to this side. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing good finally. I tell you, usually jet lag does not bother me because I was a night shift nurse and my body was used to flip-flopping back and forth in sleep. But since I've retired, it's not been that easy. And so I'm going to put it, I want to make sure, let's see. I think if I go to there, it may not cover the entire front, but if it doesn't, we'll just add some book page to it. So we're going to let that one dry. And then let's do this other one that kind of looks kind of funky. And I think for that one, I think I'm going to use this paper. I do like that. So let's just put some glue on that one. Yeah, it took me way over a week to get to where I was sleeping well all night long. You know, I'd go to sleep and then I'd only sleep for a few hours and then I'd be awake for several hours. And yeah, it was a little bit more difficult for me to get back into the swing of things, but I think I'm back into the swing of things now. Yeah, I do like that side. We'll just glue that down. I was going to just fold that over, but I don't like that white, so I'm going to take my scissors and cut it. but it wasn't big enough, so I'm gonna have to put something also on that one side. Yeah, that's going to be okay. And then let's tear this one. That's a pretty background. I had double printed it and then added some gold paint to it. Yeah, I should have gone a little bit more over there, but we'll ink that up. We'll fix that. One thing I did was go around the top and the side with some more of this paper and cover that. And then I had this piece of paper laying around, I'm not sure from what, and I stuck it up in that corner, but I think I'm also going to add this here on that side. So let me just add a little glue here. And then this is laying on my desk, and it's from my friend Helen. And then this pair of little scissors is from my friend Rachel. So let me tear into these and use these. I can get them out of the case. Yeah, she bought these in Australia. Ooh, nice little snips. So I want to detach this button, and because I'm thinking about using one of these layers here as a pull tab. There we go. I was thinking of this one, like having it like that. So I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. It's a little bit too big. And then I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue on it. I don't want it on the back side here because I don't want to hide that postcard area. So I'm just going to put it here. And then I'm going to sew around it. Let's see, do I have a scrap piece of paper? Yeah. I'm just going to put a tiny bit here just to hold it in place while I sew. Yeah, I think that'll hold right there. And then I'm going to go sew all the way around it. So I sewed all the way around it, and that will hold the lace there. And I'm just going to leave these little threads here. And then I have some of this fuzzy cotton tape, and this color right here, this kind of teal colored color, also looks similar to this here. So I've cut a small piece, and I'm going to glue it down there. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac glue. And let's just, and I'm going to leave the like little threads, all the little, threads off to the side here, just kind of straggly. So I'm going to put that there. And then I've got some purple scraps here, a couple of little pieces, and I'm going to put the gal, I think about there. I kind of like that. And I thought I might put one of these pieces kind of sticking out. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go with just her. Let's just put her down. Ooh, I'm heavy with the glue there. Ugh. And I'm going to slide it underneath here just a tiny bit. Yeah, I like that. So there's that first postcard. Now, very quickly, let me show you what I decided to do with this one that has the happy birthday. And if you look real close, the postcard is embossed. Isn't that beautiful? But I've already figured out what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start out with some Hebrew old text. And I'm going to glue that down up at the top. Just across here. And then from Jeff's kit, I have the image of these ladies. And I'm going to glue them down. And remember, the postcard says happy birthday on it. So we're going to cover that up. And I've already cut it out or tore it out. Okay, and then I've got some washi tape that I'm going to put down here. I can find the end of it. There we go. We'll just do that. Add a little extra glue onto the top. Just going to bring it down here into this corner here. And that is that one. And then the other one I did was I used, I showed you the card I used. I used one of Jaff's tags. This is from Roxy Creations, her Renaissance kit. And this is some of my faux rice paper that I've done. And I put it on there. And that's the back of that one. So I hope this gives you some inspiration on how to use ugly old postcards. I did do a little bit of sewing around the outside. I did add a little bit of the purple fabric to this one. This one I showed you. There's the back. And then here are some ones I did the other day. I add a little fabric up here. There's a bird there. There's the postcard. This one, I had a butterfly on there. This is some Florentine paper, some lace, and a label. I added some old Italian book page here, just a sticker from a book, some Florentine paper, a little bit of trim on the outside, and some stitching around it. And again, that's the postcard. This one, again, Florentine paper, just a little bit of lace up there. I do like the stitching around it. Some old Italian book page on both sides. And that's the back of the card. And then here was another one. I believe this was Easter sentiment up here, and I just added some different book page there. It looks like it needs a little bit more decorating. I'll add a tab up there. But anyway, that is my quick tip Thursday. I hope it gave you some inspiration and helped you with ideas for using postcards. And I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks and bye-bye.